Let's talk about NBA free agency. In the past, namely in 2016 with Kevin Durant snaking the Thunder, and in 2019 with the whole shifting of the entire league, with KD and Kyrie teaming up in Brooklyn, to Kawhi and Paul George in LA across the hall from LeBron and AD, free agency is typically wild. Today I will be giving you my predictions on the 2021 free agency class. I predict that Kawhi will stay with the Clippers. They made a deep playoff run without him towards the end of it because he got hurt sadly, but it looked very promising towards the end there. I think that Chris Paul will opt out of his deal, but I think he'll still resign with Phoenix because the Suns are in the finals. He's probably going to win his first ring. I'm pretty confident that he's going to stay with the Suns. I think that Oladipo probably re-signs with Miami. They got 4 games with him. It would really suck for Miami if they just traded for him and then he just walked. I like his game and I hope that he gets better. He's a great piece. I watched him play 3 times in person. He hit a game winner, one of them. It's just been really nice. John Collins is a restricted free agent, meaning that the Hawks can match whatever contract anybody throws at them. But somebody's probably going to throw him a max contract with the Hawks, which the Hawks will probably not match. So I think that a good spot would be the Spurs. I think that they have the space for it, and he seems like a Spurs type player with what Popovich could do to him. I think another good spot would be the Thunder because they're obviously rebuilding. They're looking for youth, and they have a ton of cap space as well. Probably looking for someone to pair with Shea. I think that he'll go to the Spurs though, probably. I just get that vibe from him. I think that Lou Williams also leaves the Hawks, but this time to join a contender. I think the Lakers or the Bucks are his landing spot. He could also probably just retire. Lou Will said that he would retire if he ever left the Clippers, and then they traded him. So that's pretty funny. I think that DeMar DeRozan leaves the Spurs, travels 4 hours north to Dallas. I think that Dallas needs a scorer to take pressure off of Luka, and DeMar could be that guy. His contract also probably fits well with the Mavericks. These next 2 I'm the most uncertain about because they're asking for a lot of money, and I don't think that any team's willing to give them that money. Spencer Dinwiddie, I think if I had to guess, I would say that he gets signed and traded to the Lakers for Schroeder in a first. The other guy is Schroeder. He's asking for $100+ million, which he is just not worth. I think that he probably gets traded to the Nets, but that's just a bad trade either way. I don't really know. Like I said, that's what I'm least certain about. I think Montrez resigns with the Lakers. I don't really think that there's a huge market for him, and he'll probably get more minutes as a backup this year than he did last year with Marc Gasol regressing. I think Mike Conley could leave depending on how much the Jazz are willing to pay him, but I think that they decide. Andre Drummond probably resigns for the veterans minimum. At this rate, I think that his market's entirely gone. I think it's all the way. I think he's worth nothing at this point, really. The playoffs and the end of the regular season really showed that. I think Derrick Rose leaves the Knicks for a contender. Probably the Bucks or the Clippers. I just want D-Rose to win a ring before he retires after all of his injuries and all of the setbacks he's had throughout his career. I love his resilience. I know that wasn't the entire free agency class, obviously. Some guys I didn't talk about, Bobby Portis. I think he probably finds a way back on the Bucks. I think Reggie Jackson probably finds a way back on the Clippers. But there's some other guys in this class too. It's not very top heavy, but it's very deep. So I guess we'll see this offseason. It's been my predictions for free agency, which Crenshaw presents. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.